Alexandria. So today I'm going to be talking about my 8th concert. Sorry, I had to consult my list. I'm talking about my 8th concert, which was Black Veil Brides, Hollywood Undead, Alexandria, and Avenged Sevenfold for the second time. And this was actually kind of an interesting show just due to the fact that I didn't really pay attention to half of the bands. I went with my mom and a couple of friends. We won tickets to this, but it happened to fall on my friend's 20th birthday, I think. Something like that. And we were primarily there for Black Veil Brides, I admit. And they had a really short set. I was impressed, but they had a really short set. And that disappointed me. They only literally played like 5 songs, maybe. And that was, let's see, Fallen Angels, God Bless You. They played New Religion, I think. I don't remember. I'll have to ask somebody if they remember. I don't remember what all they played. But I was on the barricade and I got some pretty good pictures, and at one point I was so happy, and then I looked at the picture and I'm like, god damn it, I thought I got a picture of Andy looking at the camera for me, and that was like, oh my god, yes, because that's not something that happens very often unless you have a press pass, and I didn't have a press pass. Like I said, I was just in front of the barricade. They did a good set, but what I started to say about, I don't know where my brain is, what I started to say about that picture was, apparently he looked over with the flash. I thought he had been looking at me, and then I noticed later, no, he hadn't been looking at me, and I'm like, god damn it. So that was kind of a disappointment, but, I went out into the hallway at one point, because a couple of my friends were in the seats, like on the other side of the arena. And I met up with them, hung out with them like in between sets, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back in for Alexandria. And they were like, okay. I went back in, and honestly, I don't even know what song they opened with, and I didn't recognize most of their set. It wasn't because I wasn't a fan. I admittedly at the time only knew like one song really well, and that was Not the American Average, but I knew I could recognize a couple other songs. It's ironic that I'm talking about Alexandria. This was right here. That was not planned at all. But I think something was off, like major, that night with the sound system. For one, I discovered is very notorious at that venue for being shit, and on top of that, I think the whole band was drunk. I'm not sure. And one of my other friends that happened to be at the show said that at one point Danny, like, his pants ripped or something, and he had to go change a belt, so all of a sudden he runs off stage, you see like a belt flying, and then he comes back on stage a minute later, and I'm like, I wish I could have seen that, I guess. But I was hanging out in the hallway with a friend of mine, and then I didn't care for Hollywood Undead, so I decided not to even go in and look for Hollywood Undead, or to listen, to watch them. I just hung out in the hallway, had a good time, and that was fun because my friend Angela and I, it was her birthday. We decided to randomly start ballroom dancing in the middle of the hallway at this arena that was basically empty, but there were a few people out there. And the funniest thing ever was there was a Craig Mabbitt from Escape the Fate lookalike. Like, this guy who just happened to be watching us, and I might flash the picture up here. Did you see it? Okay, good. That's the funny thing, is he happened to be on the other side of the hallway, kind of like, I saw him watching us and sort of laughing like, freaking idiot girls. Why are they ballroom dancing to Hollywood Undead? Yes, we were getting many funny looks. That was kind of the point. It was hilarious, because as you saw by the picture, we both were dressed clearly, I don't want to say gothic emo kid, but that's the best way I can explain it. Anyways, I walked over to him because I noticed him, and I'm like, dude, he looks like Craig Mabbitt. And I knew it wasn't Craig, but I was just like, he looks like Craig. And I'm like, that's cool. And I don't know why, I just felt the need to walk over and be like, has anybody ever told you look like Craig Mabbitt? And he's like, no, actually. And I'm like, well, you do, and now you've been told it. And he started laughing, and he was like, well, that's cool, thank you. He's like, I like Craig Mabbitt, he's cool. And then also my friend Angela gave me a look like, I just sort of picked up in my head that she wanted a picture. because we both had cameras on us. We both love taking pictures, like, for no apparent reason. It's just fun. And I'm just like, we are not taking a picture with him. And he busts out laughing. He's like, I don't give a shit. Let's do it. So that picture that you just saw got taken just because of that shenanigans. It was fun. I don't regret not watching Hollywood Undead. I kind of want to give Alexandria a second chance. But if I don't get to, I don't get to. And then I went back in for Alexandria. I went back in for Avenged, and my mom insisted, because the first time, as I told in one of the other videos, I'll put that in the description in case you haven't seen it. It was the first time I saw Avenged, that my mom was insistent that I must get pictures this time, because like the last one I got like nothing. So I'm like, okay. So I had been talking to another friend, the one that I told you said that Danny like ripped his pants or something and like ran off stage. He had come there with a couple people, and somehow I didn't find him, but I found a friend of his that I did not know. And he was like, we were standing kind of further back from the crowd, and he asked me if I was going to brave the crowd, and I'm like, fuck yeah, why wouldn't I? And he's like, I don't know, it can get kind of rough. And I'm like, watch me. So we walked up, and it was like, they started with Nightmare, of course. They didn't have the same stage presence as the first time, but it was cool. And we're like standing there watching, and I can't see anything really because I'm damn short. So, and he's like over 6 foot. So he took the camera and took a couple pictures for me. I'm like holding my hands up, like you can see what I'm doing. And he took some pictures for me, and then I saw an opening that went right up to the barricade, so I just grabbed my camera from him and walked away. And then it was really funny because I turned around to look back at him, and he's like waving his arms like, the fuck are you doing? And I'm like waving my hand like, go, if you're scared, go. Apparently, he ran back to my mother, who was in like the radio DJ's booth, because that was part of us winning the tickets, was we were allowed back there if we wanted to. Why that was anything special, I don't know. I didn't spend any time in there, except to give a couple cards to the DJs for my website, and that was it. I literally gave him my cards, was like, bye, I'm wandering. And anyway, she was back there, and he went and found her and was like, I lost her in the crowd, oh my god, she's up there by herself, I couldn't do it. And Mom was just like, honey, don't worry about it, she can handle herself. And sure enough, like I said, I got up to the barricade, no fucking problem. One lady tried to shove me away from her because she was on the barricade, and she was like stretching her arms out like this, and she tried to like jab me when I got up there. Her boyfriend, I didn't even acknowledge her. I just sort of looked at her like, don't. There's room. And I didn't say anything. Her boyfriend, I heard him say, let the kid be up here. I didn't correct him. I was 18 at the time. Yeah, I was 18 at the time. And I didn't correct him. I'm just like, fuck it. So, I can't honestly tell you 90% of their set. I just was focused on taking pictures. I got some really good pictures that night. Mostly of Sinister, I will admit. I mainly watched him, because he was right in front of me, like right above me, Sinister Gates, and he alone impressed me. The only songs I can remember them playing for sure are Nightmare. They did not play So Far Away that time. I think they played Afterlife. I honestly don't remember. I can't remember their set list like at all. Oh, one other thing that I forgot to mention. When we were in the hallway during Ask Alexandria, my two friends decided to get some Blackfoot Brides merchandise, and I'm like standing there going, I need this poster. Honestly, I wish I had it up, because it's not that one. That would have been perfect timing. It's not that one right there, but I have another one that I bought there that was only like $5, something like that, but I didn't have $5, so my friend Angela had to give me like a couple bucks for it. But I don't know why, we decided to take pictures right in front of the merchandise, and I'll have to put those pictures up too. They're not the best quality, but because they were taken on Angela's camera, and her camera likes to be meh. You never know if it's gonna work or not. But their merch guy decided to photobomb us. and it was hilarious. We didn't realize he was doing it. And it was just really funny. And I enjoyed it. So we gave him a little bit of amusement because we also were sword fighting with the poster before that. It just was fun. Yeah, so really I was impressed with mostly Blackfoot Brides, and I haven't gotten to see them again since. I almost got a chance. Now, by the time you see this, it'll be like a month later, 2 months later. It was like a week before Halloween. I had a chance and then didn't go, and I should have because Papa Roach was there too. But anyway, I haven't seen Blackfoot Brides again. I haven't seen Alexandria again, or Hollywood Undead. And by the way, this was Hollywood Undead without Deuce. At least I'm pretty sure Deuce was not there. I don't think he was there at this point. I think this was the same year he left, but still. And I haven't seen Avenged again either. Honestly, I don't think I would go see Avenged again. I mean, I guess I probably will eventually go see them, but it's not like, oh my god, I need to go see them again. Because we realized that Matt's very choreographed. He does the same things over and over again, and that's just... It has for years. Their stage setup has been basically the same, except for the Welcome to the Family tour. I don't know. It's just not that exciting anymore. Another thing, too, is I noticed as I was standing there right before Avenged, actually, they had, like, a curtain that was, like, set up, like, right next to it, and I think they had, like, I don't know, a soundboard or something. And I'm like, I happened to, at one point, when somebody went behind the curtain, I'm like, I think that was one of the members of Blackfoot Brides. I wasn't sure for sure, and I wasn't even sure which one. And I was like, I think that was Ashley, and I said it to a girl next to me, and she's like, you saw that too? And I'm like, yeah. But we stood there and we couldn't figure it out, and the curtain didn't move again, so we were like, okay, must not have been. About a month later, I happened to get on Twitter, and I don't get on Twitter very much, but I happened to get on Twitter, and I don't know how, but I ended up on Ashley's, and was like looking at his pictures a little bit, and one of the pictures looked just like the venue I was at, and I was like, that looks just like the concert venue I was at, and sure enough, I looked at the date, and it was. By the way, I did save the date. This was on November 23rd, 2011. Wait, November 23rd? Yeah, it was November 23rd. Pretty sure. But anyway, so yeah, that was that concert experience, and that was pretty good. I mean, I've had better experiences, and you're gonna start hearing those stories shortly. Actually, the very next one that you're going to hear was still one of the best nights of my life. I hope you guys are enjoying the concert series, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions for any kinds of videos or like anything, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. I love you. Goodbye.